يا قوي متين في شر الظالمين وكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. So welcome to Mawla Cognition. Today we are speaking a few words on the problem with Lokman Effendi and his wicked demonic cult. Lokman Effendi changed the tariqat Sufi way of Shaykh Abdul Kerim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani, which is called Osmali Naqshbandi Sufi way. Lokman Effendi turned it into a political demonic cult called Lokman Effendi Tariqat, in which Lokman Effendi established himself as a sheikh and a political leader or caliph, Sultan of Istanbul. So the reason I am doing this session is being inspired to say again a few things about this demonic evil death cult. Yesterday, Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani, I had a dream of Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani, that a place where it seemed like my house, but it's like a huge place with a big hall. Shaykh Abdul Karim is sitting inside there. He's sitting on the like a place, like a step. So I saw him there. I came to him and greeted him. Then I went back to my room that I want to change my clothes because I'm just roaming around. I'm coming back. So I changed my clothes. I went to my room. I changed my clothes and to sit with Shaykh Abdul Karim downstairs. So when I came to my room, I saw this low-key boy, Lokman Effendi, sitting in my room. So as I entered the room, he stood up and he obviously greeted me. And I gave him a salam. I returned his greeting. And I comforted him that no problem, he can stay in my room. There's no problem about that. So then I went back to Shaykh Abdul Karim. This was the vision. So this is coming again, like Lokman Effendi, the trouble he has been making against me with the honey trap, witchcraft, all these evil, demonic, satanic activities he's doing behind my back, pretending to say that he loves me. Ali, we love you, continue your work, all this crap he's saying. But behind my back, this boy is playing his nasty game with some deceived, misguided young boys following him. So these young boys don't know anything about me, what my background is. So they are plotting all their satanic activities against me personally, as well as to wreck my personal and family and social life. But I'm not even a little bit bothered. As far as I'm concerned, I am dead long time ago. So I live like a ghost. I will hunt all these bloody crabs. That's what I'm going to do. So a dead person is not accountable. The spirit of a dead is not accountable to anyone, any humans. Only God has authority over those who are dead. No institutions, no religious, political establishment have any authority over a soul or spirit that consider himself cease to exist in this mortal material world. This is a very important point. Even there is no Sharia is applicable for a dead person. Sharia is only applicable to those who live in the mortal world with have a relationship with mortal people. So I consider to be living in immortal world with immortal people. I'm not bound by your wicked demonic Sharia law or other kind of stupid laws. So if I still respect some of the laws because I don't want to cause trouble for people who are living in this world, in this mortal world. So if I am involved with mortals, I respect some of their laws and traditions. But they can't impose their laws or rules on me. I'm free from that. So, having said all these things, we explained Lokman Effendi's or demonic cult activities. We explained it here in the website. So, Shaykh Abdul Kerim, he is making zikr of Hazret Ibn Arabi, and so-called Shaykh Lokman, the so-called Natwaris, is going to Luton scholars and is saying, oh, I retract from all the teachings that I borrowed from Ibn Arabi and other sheikhs because it doesn't fit to the diploma scholars' theology, Aqidah, beliefs, and it doesn't fit to us Hanafi, Maduridi, nonsense, wicked, intellectual, external stupidity. So, idiot Lokman Effendi is retracting from the teachings of saints and align himself. He wipe his slate clean. This is the words he said to me. When he's on Shaitan's making fitna, he was saying, wipe your slate clean, remove all your titles, align with us, and then the Saitans will retract. But this poor nut, he went himself, and Allah made him to go and align with the Sunni scholars. He went himself, he aligned with them. He forsaken the teachings and way of Shaykh Abdul Kerim, Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani, Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani, who quote Ibn Arabi's wisdom of more than one Adams in the book of Mercy Oceans. That book is available here, some of them. So this is how Lokman Effendi, being as Judas Iscariot to Shaykh Abdul Kerim, to Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah. So understand this logically. If these people who are so close to the Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdul Kerim, like Hisham Kabbani, Adnan Kabbani, all these clones, they haven't reached in a state of pure knowledge, pure wisdom, pure understanding, a pure spiritual state. And you thinking that you people can, from coming from different part of the world, you can reach in a state of annihilation and truth, Hakika, by following this. I don't think so. Before Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani used to say about a parable that he went to Egypt, he saw so many sick people there. If there are real doctors, why are these people sick? He's asking, where are the spiritual doctors in Egypt? So what happened to Lokman Effendi, Hisham Kabbani, Adnan Kabbani? If all these big sheikhs are real spiritual teachers, and during the time of the climax of the world, people like Lokman Effendi is coming out, Hisham Kabbani, Adnan Kabbani coming and claiming Harun Yahya is Qutban Gausi is the Sultan Lawliya. Yes, after Allah himself is intervening into this crap, and Allah is sabotaging their claims that Harun Yahya is so big awliya, and Allah is exposing Harun Yahya and is being arrested. He's in prison for 8,658 years for various crimes, including crimes against females, infanticide, abortion, all these things. So understand all these things. So is the modern tasawwuf, Sufism, is it a hoax? Who can really purify humanity? Mere humans like Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdul Kerim, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Bahavuddin Naqshbandi, Ahmad Rifai, can they purify you? Can they sanctify you? Who is sanctifying you? Only the Lord of heavens. He is the one who sanctifies. Purification belongs to the Lord of heavens. Allahumma jalni min at-tawwabin wa jalni min al-mutatahhirin wa jalni min ibadika as-salihin. This is a dua people make after wudu. People are washing back and forth. They are making ablution 5 times, rubbing and scrapping their body, scrubbing and scrapping and rubbing all their hand, feet, everything. In Kerala especially, there is haul, means pool outside the mosque. And after making wudu, first they wash the leg, then they make wudu, then again they go to wash the leg at the end of the wudu section. That's how in our masjid in Kerala, people are scrubbing their body 5 times, or like multiple scrubbing and scratching and rubbing, and then they are entering the mosque with such evil, dirty heart, and all malice and wickedness, witchcraft and other kind of black magic, evil intention, envy, jealousy, hatred to other fellow humans. So this is why I despise these bloody crap communities, because they are not worthy in our spiritual state. They are no better than pagans or atheists. This is a very important point. They are more accountable. They are more guilty of being corrupt while claiming to have the faith. So they are more guiltier than pagans and atheists. This is a very important point. So these nutters, east and west, north and south, and those who are living among humans but their companions are demons, devils, I have no allegiance with them. I will not make an allegiance. Shaykh Abdul Kerim says, a believer is not stunk from the same hole. I will not stink from the hole of Lokman Effendi. Even if Shaykh Abdul Kerim come in front of me today and say, forgive and take Lokman Effendi with you, I will not. I will ask, even if their so-called Imam Mahdi comes today, and Imam Mahdi will have to meet me, just like the so-called followers and deputies and soldiers of Mahdi would meet me in this Mawla Cognition YouTube channel. I'm going to refute your fake Mahdi or whoever is Mahdi. If that Mahdi is not in agreement with me, your Mahdi will be finished. I warn you, don't bring these stupid Mahdis to Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi Al Hassani. When you bring all your nonsense scholars, Shaykhs who have appointed tyrannical Khalifas in England and other places, they don't even give the basic human rights. I warn you, go to hell with your Sufi groups, with your Mahdi, with your Messiah, whoever you are following there. So, all these scholars, so many of them, they detracted to their black holes because they can't stand spiritual questions, spiritual truth. But they will entertain all kind of baby level, schoolboy level question. They give big answers, they got answers, they got wisdom, but when Mawla Cognition asks them, they have to go to 1,000,000 books to refer, but where is the time? So they would rather run away from Mawla Cognition, block on WhatsApp, Facebook and all over. That's how they have been. So you come with your Mahdi. If you think that your Mahdi is following your belief, your stupidity, then that Mahdi, I am the number one opponent of your Mahdi. But if that Mahdi is following me, following my side, then understand that you are wicked, demonic losers. And I will make you, every one of you, pay your price, pay your penalty points. Whether it's Lokman, Hisham, Adnan, whoever nuts there, either living in this world or living in the graveyard, beware of my wrath. I will not spare any one of you. This is not a normal talk for normal common people. So take lessons. Here you have Shaykh Abdul Kerim Zikr at the top 8 years ago. Shaykh Abdul Kerim makes the zikr of Ibn Arabi, Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi la ilaha, Muhyiddin Arabi la ilaha illallah. So, how can that Abdul Kerim Effendi, how can this Abdul Kerim Al Khibrisi Rabbani acceptable to Luton Sunnis College, these Pakistani nut Sufis and Sunnis? How can they follow these Abdul Kerim Effendi, Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani if they have a problem with Hazret Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi? I am asking this question. You heard there, Abdul Al Haqqani, Shaykh Muhyiddin Arabi. La ilaha illallah, that's the zikr. So you heard Shaykh Abdul Kerim making zikr. Al Haqqani, Muhyiddin Arabi, Yusuf Al Hamadani, La ilaha illallah. So how can this Shaykh and his way is acceptable for these wicked demonic Sunni scholars and their puppet bootlicker Lokman Effendi or Kifandi? How can this Shaykh and his way, how can he be a waris, this nutter in the background? You can see how they are portraying him. How can he be the waris when he going against Shaykh Abdul Karim's own principles, beliefs and reverence to Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, and he is putting down this reverence and respect and align with these Pakistani diploma scholars. Shaykh Abdul Karim says in a sohbat, what diploma scholars? Who is giving them diploma of Islam? Except Shaitan. This is what Shaykh Abdul Karim is asking. So Shaykh Muhyiddin Arabi, that's what Shaykh Abdul Karim zikr. But these Luton scholars, they need to think. These wicked demonic Sunni scholars, they should always thought that they should not mix the aqaid or beliefs, theology, Ashari Maduridi, those things, they should not mix with spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, or ma'rifah or haqiqah, the spiritual wisdom and spiritual truth. The wisdom of awliya, the saints, they should never have mixed it. But because these schoolboy level scholars, they think that because they have a diploma to teach Islamic sciences like fiqh, jurisprudence, belief, rituals and practices, they think that they can interfere into tasawwuf, matters of tasawwuf, when they are not perfected sheikhs and imams. And they have sabotaged the entire Sufi creed and how the Sufi creed is existing and following those teachings of Ibn Arabi and other saints while following the Hanafi, Maduri, Sufi beliefs. So here they were citing about thousands of Adam, that we are the last of Adam. This is a statement. They say that this is against Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. This is what they say. So they are saying anyone who has taken bayah with him must know their bayah is broken. So the bayah of Shaykh Nazim must be broken. The bayah of Shaykh Abdul Karim must be broken. So why don't you tell, go you nut idiots, you sons of Shaitan, the scholars of Luton and Lokman Effendi, the grandson of Shaitan, I'm asking you, go and tell that your followers in Osmanli Dargah that your new boss, these Luton bosses, the British Imam bosses, like Mufti Shamsul Huda, Mufti Qasim, Professor Masood, even they should be ashamed of their own sheikhs and their own tariqat, Qadiriya, Chishtiya and other tariqat. All of their bayat has been broken. Lokman Effendi's bayat is broken, these people's bayat in the Sufi order is broken. And they should go and tell people that anyone who has taken bayah with Lokman Effendi, Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdullah, they must know that their bayah is broken. As the first condition of the Shaykh in Tariqah is that his Aqidah must be sound, and it is also necessary for one to distance himself from the individual and his teaching. So this means that your bayat with Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Hisham and all the Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and all his caliphs, all of your bayat is broken. So you must renew your shahada that your bayah has been broken. You need to, and these scholars, their bayah in the Naqshbandi, Qadiri, Chishti order is broken, because all the Naqshbandi, Qadiri, Chishti, all these sheikhs, they venerate Ibn Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi and respect his teachings. So Lokman Effendi and his followers bayat is broken, as Lokman Effendi retract and align with the Sunni scholars. Their bayat with Shaykh Abdul Karim is broken. The bayat of all the murids of Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah is broken, including the bayat with Adnan Kabbani and Hisham Kabbani. So this is what we can understand from this statement. I challenge these nuts in Luton, in America, in Cyprus, Muhammad Adil. All these nuts, I am challenging them based on this statement. I am challenging Masood Akhtar, all these craps, Sajid, all these Sajid Mahmood. Whoever these idiots are, I challenge them. You need to now call upon your scholars that tell them that by referring Mercy Oceans, Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani is teaching Mercy Oceans, all of your bayat is broken. Mean you should break your bayat with Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani, Shaykh Isham and all their affiliates based on this statement. I challenge you. Come on, show me your conviction to your own belief and understanding. Let's see how smart scholars you are. Prove your scholarship and leadership. Take up this statement around the world and declare to the entire Naqshbandi Haqqani people that their bayat is not standing because they don't have a sound Aqidah, which is the condition of the Tariqah. First condition of a Shaykh in Tariqah is that his Aqidah must be sound, and it is also necessary for one to distance himself from the individual and his teaching. So all these murids from Sri Lanka also, Malaysia, Malaysian Sultan, Brunei Sultan, Morocco, King of Morocco, Jordan, Abdullah and family of Jordan, Egyptian scholars who have made bayat with Shaykh Isham, Shaykh Abdullah, Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani, based on the sayings of the Luton Sunni scholars, Lokman Effendi, your bayat is broken because according to them, their Aqidah is not sound because they believe in Ibn Arabi's teaching about many Adams, as you can see here. So, according to the Sunni scholars of England, their Shura, their Islamic Sharia Council, their bayat is also broken in their silsila, in their Sufi order. So, basically, these people themselves, these Luton Sunni nuts, Lokman Effendi, they themselves apostatized from Islam. The Sunni Islam, the Islam of Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah and the Qadiri, Naqshbandi, Chisti, Shaykhs, they have apostatized from their own tariqah by dragging Madhuri, the Aqidah, that speak clearly about the Aqidah matters, not the Tasawwuf knowledge or Tasawwuf area. So they mixed together Aqidah and Tasawwuf, and they judged Aqidah, they judged Tasawwuf according to Aqidah. And why don't they judge fiqh with Aqidah then? If somebody is murdering someone and someone is died, he should not be punished for murder according to Sharia, because only Allah can take the soul. Only Azrail alayhi salam can come and take one's soul, otherwise that person cannot die. So Azrail is responsible. Allah is responsible, not him. If you stab somebody, if you kill somebody, he is not guilty of murder, because Allah commanding angel of death to take life, that's the Aqidah. So if a Muslim think that another person killed a Muslim based on, if you take Aqidah and apply and judge Sharia or fiqh, and if you take Aqidah to judge the Tasawwuf, you are no more than Jahil, stupid idiot, Shaitanic scholars. So if somebody is murdering someone and you are taking your Islamic Aqidah and judge that crime, you can't punish that person, because only Allah can take the soul, only Allah can give life and take death, cause death. So if you think that, oh, this person took the life of another person, that means that person have the authority and ability to take one's life. But then that person must be Allah, the murderer must be Allah, he must be a God. So this is the problem with you nut idiot scholars. So, myself, remember my name, Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi Al Hassani. You all are framed for a great punishment from the Lord of Heavens. A great wrath is going to descend on you. So, Lokman Effendi, your puppet I saw him in the vision. He's sitting in my bedroom. So it was back then the spiritual vision came, like Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani and Pope Benedict XVI is arriving in my home. That time I haven't taken bayat. I was following the Naqshbandi Wird in Kerala in 2004, and all the scholars from theology all over the world, they have arrived in my house, and we closed the door. And there were 3 seats in my room. One Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani sat, another one Pope Benedict sat. The next one I sat, and Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani took a spiritual book attributed to Hazret Muhyiddin Chishti and gave it to me and asking me to explain it to Pope Benedict XVI. So years passed after 2004, not 2004, 2007, when I start following the Naqshbandi Haqqani. 2008 I'm in Qatar. I spoke to Shaykh Abdul Kerim and become his follower. 2009 he's arrived in Kerala. 2009 November I came to England. Since then I'm here. I'm here as a nightmare for all these bloody crap Islamic creeds, scholars and groups. I will not change for anyone. No humans I will not change. So, we will continue our mission. Now let's come back to Lokman's statement. So spot the leukemia virus here and you will get a virtual hug. Here earlier we showed you the Lokman's honey trap prostitute playing the game. With fake profiles, they're still coming in fake profiles and fake emails. So here our Sultanul Awliya, Lokman Effendi and Sultanul Ulama ul Alameen, Professor Masood and another young Ustad there. I think from Jamia Akbariya, I forgot his name. So, anyways, not very good to mention their name since they have shown their worst face. These are apostates. They are apostates in the Naqshbandi, Qadiri, Chishti silsila. These are apostates. They have apostates from Islam already. They are on their version of Islam, which is apparently the true Islam. They have apostatized from it. And this is what Lokman Effendi is writing. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qala Shaykh Lokman Effendi. They are saying here, I am a Sunni Hanafi Madhuridiya Naqshbandi. I affirm the creed of Ahlul Sunnah, as conveyed to us by great ulama who preserved our Aqidah in the Madhuridi tradition. Certain statements in the first Sohbat have caused a misunderstanding. Therefore, I would like to make it very clear that I believe in the Khatam Nubuwwah, that anyone who denies it out of the fold of Islam. Then he is saying about other beliefs or things. I am also retracting the statement about the type of Adam before Prophet Adam and about the saliva of Holy Prophet being used for the foundation of Hagia Sophia. Lukku Demon is now signing it in the presence of other Imams of Luton, Kuba Masjid Stockport. So there are other Imams are involved. So they are signing it. So I am also retracting the statement about type of Adam. Why Shaykh Abdul Kerim and Shaykh Abdullah Dastani didn't retract from their statement is published in the book of Mercy Oceans. So, Lokman Effendi, now part of you, that means he has apostatized from the Islam of Shaykh Abdul Kerim and Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani and Shaykh Abdullah Dastani. But what about you nut idiot scholars? You have actually proved that you have also apostatized from Naqshbandi, Qadiri, Chishti traditions. So you are apostates basically. You are one of, this is what the Lord of Heaven is sending you punishment for messing around with me, with honey trap, black magic, even to deny the basic certificate from your local mosque. I have been running to their mosque many times to get the basic personal certificate. But you see this now with honey trap, witchcraft, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declaring war against them and making them apostatize from their own creed. Anyone who has knowledge and understanding, not these net schoolboy level murids or followers, but those who have divine wisdom and understanding, spiritual knowledge, even the knowledge of basic understanding, common sense, logical understanding, rational thinking. They can also see by saying that I am retracting the statement about the type of Adam before Prophet Adam. Means he has been apostatized, betrayed and apostatized from the teachings of Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdullah and Shaykh Abdul Kerim. So we can see that Lokman Effendi and his followers clearly apostatized from the teachings of Futuhatul Makkiyya and Mass Oceans. Whoever is following Lokman Effendi, this is very clear. There's no doubt about that. So what about Shaykh Abdul Karim's zikr now? Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi la ilaha illallah. What about that zikr? We should hear it one more time. So you heard the Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, Shaykh Abdul Karim is reciting, venerating Ibn Arabi next to the Kalimatul Tawheed or the Zikr, the Afdal Dhikr, La ilaha illallah, the name of Ibn Arabi, and all the saints has been recited by Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani. You have heard that now. So they have been apostatized from Shaykh Nazim. Shaykh Nazim says, a group of followers will betray me. They are worse than animals. Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani says, my followers will become three groups. One will betray me. They are worst of people. So you see who are the betrayers. If you still haven't understood who is the betrayer, who is your enemy, you are hugging your enemy. Shaykh Abdul Karim says, the question and answer with Shaykh Abdul Karim, instead of attacking each other, why don't we go and hug our so-called Muslim brother? So who is the Muslim brother? Shaykh Abdul Karim is asking. He said, you go and hug, I will not come that time. Question and answer with Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibris, it is right there.
Leave giving lecture over there, wherever you are. Go hug Wahhabis. Go hug Shiites, then you will understand what's going to happen to you. If you didn't understand the reality of the Wahhabism, then you didn't understand nothing about Islam.
So today going and hugging Lokman Effendi or other nuts, these Luton Sunni scholars or their colleagues, is same as hugging Wahhabis or Shias or others.
You think Islam is just to be say La ilaha illallah, go robot like up and down? You've been sent to go to the presence of to Abu Jahil. Isn't it was Shaitan?
Lokman Effendi became Abu Jahil actually, the father of ignorance.
Yes. Now you understand the meaning of Shiaism, what I'm saying? That kind of Shiaism? Just to say Hussein. So now, if you want to put something in your life to understand, question yourself. You didn't listen to the sohbet, wherever you are.
So Lokman Effendi didn't listen to the sohbet wherever he was, even he was sitting next to Shaykh Abdul Karim. He was not listening to the sohbet or teaching of Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah. These Luton Sunni scholars, they don't have a deep knowledge of the Tasawwuf for Islamic mysticism, Sufi knowledge. So they were hurried to make statement against Ibn Arabi, the statement against having many Adams before our Adam. So they said it is against Ahlus Sunnah beliefs, and anyone who has taken bayat, they should break their bayat with Lokman Effendi or Sufi. It means they all become themselves apostatized.
Asking that kind of foolishness. Ask yourself, why I'm living? Put to them Prophet. The Buddhists also go up and down. Allah is questioning us, saying to us, don't you think Shiaism? Shia, understand that. If you want that, then go hug them. Don't hug me, please, man. Don't say to me, let's come together. I will not.
Yeah, I will not come together with Lokman Effendi or these scholars or people, these imams or Sunni scholars in England. Lokman Effendi can go and hug, but Shaykh Abdul Karim says, don't come and hug me then if you're going to hug these people. That's why in the vision I saw Lokman Effendi is staying in my room. He was afraid. He's just in the quiet room. Shaykh Abdul Karim is waiting for me in the hall, and I'm changing my dress, making wudu, and going to sit with Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani. May Allah be well pleased with him. That's why we have a solid evidence here against Lokman Effendi and these scholars that they have apostatized from Islam, the true Islam, the Sufi Islam that they claim they are following. Because of this belief about there have been thousands of Adam, that Adam is the last Adam, these people are claiming this individual is not from Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah and I will not be allowed in our mosque again. Anyone who has taken bayat with him must know their bayat is broken. But these people must also know that their bayat has been broken, that they are not part of any Sufi groups that venerate Ibn Arabi, that accept his teaching. So they should also clear that because they have become a new cult, these Lokman Effendi and these Sunni scholars of England, they become a new sect in Islam, or they apostatized from their previous religions of Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Nazim and other grand sheikhs. Lokman Effendi and his followers and these imams need to understand that, these Sunni scholars need to understand that they are not part of the Islam of Shaykh Nazim or Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah Dastani anymore. So they should also have the courage and confidence to tell the world that anyone who has taken bayat from Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani and his representatives and deputies, Khalifas, their bayat also broken, and Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and all of their followers, they don't belong to the so-called Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah version of these scholars. This means that anyone from the Sunnis in England who follow these scholars from Pakistan and India and other in England, Europe and America, that they and who follow Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and other Sufi sheikhs, they should know that their bayat is also broken, and because Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani teach that there are Adams before our Adam, teaching from the wisdom of Ibn Arabi. That means Ibn Arabi, Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdul Karim, they are not Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and so that they should be known that they are outside of the fold of Ahlus Sunnah. And Shaykh Nazim or Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani or Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani, Shaykh Abdul Karim, they are not allowed in their mosque. So basically these nuts have a big problem to deal with, but they can't understand that these schoolboy scholars and schoolboy waris going around. So Mawla cognition, with my spiritual knowledge and insight, I say that these people are apostate from the religion of Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and Ibn Arabi, and they are a different religious group. They can't be said the followers of Shaykh Abdul Karim or Shaykh Nazim while they believe or they profess this understanding about Ibn Arabi and his teaching. So this is a big problem for these nuts to deal with. This means that if you are following these mosques, these Sunni scholars in England, that means you cannot be a follower of Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani and Shaykh Abdul Karim. So now you have to make up your mind. The Prophet says the most evil person is double-faced one. So you cannot be a double-faced one. Either you stick to these scholars' understanding or you stick to Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani's understanding. So you find out what kind of person you are. The worst of all mankind is the double-faced one who comes to some people with one face and to others with another face. So I will not go to this mosque or their followers or this. I don't have to go to this Jahil demonic mosque. I detached myself from them long time back after I saw a vision that demonic idol is worshipped in Luton Central Mosque. I stopped going there. But when Muhammad Adil arrived there, my son wanted to see Muhammad Adil, so that night I went there, and that's the time Lokman Effendi's cult followers, Barrister Ramiz and some clones, they made some fitna against me with a raised voice in the premises of a mosque, telling me that, threatening me that I should not criticize Lokman Effendi. Lokman made a big impact. I didn't make any impact. But now they should wake up and see that who is making impact. Not your mosque leaders, not your Sunni scholars. They stand under my feet. Wassalamun alal mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.